Hey, how's it going? Today, gonna be playing some Yogg Druid. I heard it's a good deck, and it's a very well-rounded deck right now. I haven't really given this deck too much testing before, so I'd like to get used to it and then maybe start making some adjustments. I'm likely gonna save Living Roots against Mage because I just want my Wrath and Living Roots to be able to kill 2 minions here against Tempo Mage. And with this hand, I don't get to curve out because no Innervator Well Growth.
Someday I'll be just like you.
How are you guys? A pretty relaxing weekend. Actually didn't play too much Hearthstone. All playing Druid on stream. Lots of Druids apparently today. This guy is hard to kill. Not sure. Let's see. Not a bad mulch target. Six damage here. I guess the important thing is it's not really killing a too important minion, but I can deal with Flamewickers and kind of the smaller minions like this.
Elements I like.
It kind of depends what list he's running, but most mages aren't really running any minions too much stronger than Water Elemental. I might actually have to just cycle Wrath here. I could also go ahead and try to kill the 4/4 Wrath, Living Roots it. Then I'm using all my removal. I'm not saving them for the minions that matter more.
Time waits for no one. For the wild.
Let's try this. Because if I save Powerball for Violet Teacher with just this hand, it's not that powerful. Probably gonna have to believe in the top decks because it looks like I'm not gonna be able to cycle Wrath. And I need to have some stuff to do in these next turns. 3 cards that I can't play right now, not really. But hopefully I can top deck something. It's kind of why I was really trying to find a line where I open myself up to maybe cycling that card. The fire thing was fine. There's like a fire from an apartment somewhere in my complex. Maybe on like 1 story above me, but it's a huge alarm. We had to all go outside. Came back like an hour later and everything was fine, so. I can win this matchup through minion value. It's not crazy the Savage Roar here. But I can also power the Weld and remove one of his minions. Savage Roar remove two of his minions.
What to do?
Pay attention, class.
For the wild.
I'm ready to learn. I shall do as you say.
So I'm not really playing too much of my synergies this game, but mostly because in this matchup it's fast. It's too important to remove their minions one by one if I can. I feel like with Yogg here I can have a secondary win condition.
I'm not lonely
Yeah, so far so good. Kind of.
I shall do as you say.
This ancient land.
Did you see Reckfield's game against Rank 21? Nope. It's possible to replace Yogg, not really. Not in this deck. I might even have to Yogg this turn since it looks like I can't deal with Archmage. I wish I could cast these spells first, but... that's pretty good. It allows me to play... I think I need to play it. I'm just gonna actually play it as a +1. Because I don't want... I need to kill this Archmage, so I need to make the board have as little minions as possible, so that more of the spells target Archmage.
Time waits for no one. I concede.
It's over. He has 3 fireballs. I have 12 life. There's no coming back from this.
Malfurion versus Rexar!
Let the hunt begin. I must protect the wild.
I think Wrath is alright as a keep. The most important card in this matchup, other than the standard like Wall Growth Innervate, is Living Roots, I feel, because Living Roots is kind of like a 1-mana Wrath that you can play proactively, so it's even better. Like, you can't... I might be playing Wrath on turn 3, for example, a lot here. Living Roots is so good in this matchup. A lot of times it even does better than a Wrath for 1 mana against Hunter, because Fiery Bat is 2-1 and they have a lot of 3-2s. So depending on how you think of it, you can almost... It could sometimes even remove 2 minions, right? If the Death Rattle misses, and then you can Hero Power a 3-2 after. I'm gonna go ahead and Wall Growth here. I'll have 4 mana next turn, so... can play two of my spells here. Or maybe Hero Power and Wrath. Definitely should be removing both of these, especially with his coin still intact for Houndmaster. I have Nourish, that makes me even more want to play fast, because I can always cycle 3 cards, or draw 3 cards from Nourish. So don't really need to cycle the Wrath. Thank God you're on, there's no one else streaming. Want some tips? You can give me your Hearthstone. It's a hard game. Gotta respect the game. #1 tip in Hearthstone.
Greetings, traveler.
Let me think about that sort of. Technically, I Feral Rage and Power the Well and take initiative here. Then we're going to turn 4 or 5 with a 3-2, which is kind of fine. Nourish does open me up to Houndmaster. You have a 5-4 and a 4-3. Need swipe Living Roots.
Job's done.
Raven Idol's not the worst here. Maybe it can give me a removal spell. If it gets a 5-4, I could still Feral Rage, but I need to find a way to deal with the Houndmaster still.
To my side.
Mire Keeper gives me what, like a 4 and a 3, 4-4-3-3.
What to do?
Oh jeez. Mulch is better than Naturalize. I don't know if I ever take Wisps. Maybe... Let's take another Mulch here. So I guess I mulched instead of Feral Rage this turn. It's basically I was committing myself to one of them, right? With this play. I feel like giving him a random minion is not as disruptive as 2 cards, definitely, because Hunter has a hard time, because they don't have a lot of cycle. A lot of the matchups against Hunter revolves around like how many high main / Colwells they get. It's hard for them to get, you know, like all of them sometimes because they're not drawing that much. That's why they run 2 and 2, so they can try to get as much as possible. But yeah, giving Hunter cards with Naturalize seems like suicide.
I wonder. Quickly.
Happy America Day. Happy 4th of July, guys. Might be saving coin for Call the Wild. He didn't even play high main here. It's a pretty good draw. Maybe dump some spells ASAP. How many minions can I play here?
Time waits for no one. The land serves me.
I decided to innervate out this guy instead of hero powering this to clear the board. Because I want more minions here. Like, technically I could still save innervate and play a double mark hero power wall, but I want more stuff attacking next turn. So I'm assuming like my 2/2 just dies here, so I'm still getting an extra 3/3 this turn, and it could be a 4/4 that can attack. I can still make the move next turn just with the hero power next turn. Seems like Mire Keeper, Power of the Wild, and then I'll have more minions to trade off for stuff. I decided not to use Feral Rage here. Probably have to save it for healing this game. Traded for the 4/2. Maybe he has Unleash in his hand. Oh, jeez.
The end is coming!
Question is, do I want to Feral Rage or Mulch here? Probably have to deal with Coin Call the Wild next turn. Let's go ahead and mulch this guy.
The land serves me. I knew it. Feel my wrath.
I still think at 17 health, oh, that was created by mulch. Okay, okay, interesting. That's fine. But anyways, at 17 health, it's too important for me to have this healing for 8 against Hunter. Like, a couple hero powers plus like kill command to call wild. It's just so close to 17 just from like random damage from his hand that. And there's not really great mulch targets. High main you can mulch, but it's like only dealing 5 damage, you know. You're not dealing with the death rail, so this sport's not too great for him to call the wild into actually.
Quickly.
Let's see if I can build a board and finish him with Savage Roar or something. Okay. So I can try and clear his board with the Call of the Wild here. Cenarius, Call of the Wild, Feral Rage. Let's do the Feral Rage move. Get to play both spells here. I might want to play Cenarius as the Treant Taunters. That's why I didn't really like Cenarius here. Plus the +2 isn't that useful. I need +1 this turn, I think.
I am ready to learn. I'm ready to learn.
Can't wait to see Yogg take a big tourney win. I feel like hasn't it already taken big tournament wins? Because people have been playing Yogg Tempo Mage for a long time.
I wonder.
Yeah, this deck is pretty weak to Gorehal, I'd say. It's a hard control warriors are hard matchups. Maybe -1 Nourish seems the... Or Emperor. If you're asking for my opinion, then it's Emperor or Nourish. Probably Emperor for Harrison.
Wanna blow something up?
I moves quickly.
The leash looks pretty good for him.
Put this apple on your head.
I'm just gonna scenario some pressure. I think I used the Bloodlust effect right here.
Who dares defile this?
Wait, why is it all the way over here? It's making it hard for me.
I shall do as you say.
Time waits for no one.
I shall do as you say.
Feel my wrath.
His deck is so weird. Maybe Enzoth with Infested Torn? Why would it be pronounced Nazoth? Does the apostrophe, is that usually how it is? Okay. I got a $5 donation from $5 Rich Anonymous. Said, I sacrificed $5. Chat wants to know this is EU or NA server where you actually play at rank 14. To be honest, not a sacrifice, but a pleasure. You're the best. Thanks for your donation. This is NA. I have tried Fibonacci's Enzoth Warrior. If it's a standard list from like 2 or 3 seasons ago, the one with like 1 Doomsayer, I definitely have tried that list before. Eventually I just decided, because I felt too bad playing against Cthulhu Warriors when I just auto lose as a control, like a Cthulhu Warrior. I don't really think there's too much like justification for playing normal control warrior over Cthulhu. Against Shaman, I'm trying to get early curve. I'd even rather have Living Roots turn 1 than Raven Idol in this matchup.
The light protects me.
Okay, that is an early Fandral. Very, very powerful here. Decent chance of surviving. It's a 3-5. Perfect amount of stats. 3-5, as good as 4-5 here with the Power of the Will. Like, I don't really get punished by Totem Golem because it's not 4. Unfortunately, he had both. Actually, I could beat Flame Wreath here with Swipe. This is perfect. If he does play Flame Wreath. Now this is probably the first super hard turn to make. Fat Teacher's pretty weak to Flame Tongue Totem. But he's overloaded, so let's see. Flame Tongue wouldn't be with anything else. It'd be 4-3-1-1. So he still has trade both. And it is a stronger move than Swipe. I think I like the Violet Teacher here more than Swipe. Because after Flame Tongue, even if he does, he trades both and has his Flame Tongue, I can just play the Azure Drake into it. Not that likely he has a 1-drop with Flame Tongue since, you know, he wasted 1 mana last turn with Feral Spirits. He'd have to like top deck the 1-drop. He would have played on 3 instead of toteming. Yeah, definitely as well. A couple turns ago, he definitely would have done that. Oh, this is a mid-range deck. Okay, so it's really important for me to stop his totem generation. At least these aren't totems, but yeah, I want to try to get through his taunts so I can stomp totems with minions. It's really important. Maybe Mire Keeper even here for the extra minion instead of ramp. Because going to these turns, like his hand is starting to be, let's see, like Hex, Lightning Storm heavy as well as Thunder Bluff heavy. So I need to play around those cards. 6 mana next turn. I like Feral Rage and Mire Keeper easily. I'm just trying to think which form. Because if I ramp here, I can ramp closer to 10 to cycle this wall growth, and I can get Cenarius next turn. But having another minion here is really powerful. Like, say he has Fire Elemental. If I have two guys, I can stomp a totem. I don't like it. Okay, so I should give mana. So even the Fire Elemental means that Fire Elementals just have no 2/2 to stomp the totem. It's even if I did it the other way, I think it makes up for it because I can play Cenarius. Like playing a Mire Keeper into Fire Elemental is so weak next turn, even if that happens. I don't really like the +2/+2. He's already played one Lightning Storm. Plus, like, I don't really need the 5/5 trade here because I already can kill the totem for free. I don't think it's too important to kill a totem golem over the healing totem.
What to do?
Hex is pretty likely, but at least Cenarius is spread out, like 3 minions, so... Okay, so nothing too unexpected. Pretty good for me then.
What to do? The land serves me. Feel my wrath.
I don't like cycling wall growth because Hero Power is so important. Against this deck, killing these totems is mandatory. Not mandatory, it's important, let's say. I don't think he has Lightning Storm either, so I don't really see a reason why I should be nourishing your wall growth in this turn. Let's see, I have Innervate here. Probably Wall Growth first here. I could still get Fandral. Oh no, I already used Fandral. I still have Teachers though. Let's put turn on slow mode.
Time waits for no one.
Oh, oops. Blind Court Siege.
There is a lot at stake here. That was a mistake.
Kind of bad stuff. Savagery here? I could Savage Roar, get my attack to 3, and then double kill this, or... I should have played this much faster. Well, I mean, I think that's turn is fine though, but doesn't leave me in a good position. These are hard to kill, and I have Savage Roar to snowball them.
Well played. I wonder.
Malfurion versus Garrosh.
Victory or death! I must protect the wild.
So I think dropping Wrath is better here because Wrath is mostly for Alexstras's champ, and while that is a big part of like a warrior's range, still kind of going for ramp more. Let's go ahead and pass here. I don't know what I'm playing against. So what I'm taking is too hard to choose right now, and I already have wall growth. Normally I would just innervate for like a wall growth or innervate, but I already have the wall growth. And we have Mirekeeper here to ramp, so let's save the wall growth, or save the Raven Idol for when you have more information, or maybe with Fandral. Why am I God? Who knows? Whenever Strife loses, I genuinely feel sorry and sad. Aw, I try to win. I mean, that's not going to stop me from playing this. We might even be Raven Idling for minions. Although, no, not with this deck, even if it is Control Warrior, I think this deck is too combo oriented. Like, we'd rather just wall growth for stuff like Nourish and draw cards. Cthulhu War. Okay, let's start with Raven Idol. We can use 2 of them here, maybe 1 of them, we'll see. I'm just gonna say 4 mana though. Try to get a draw. Actually, thinking about, so if he's playing Brand here, probably Cthulhu. There's actually definitely reasons to just swipe there instead of double Wrath. I cycled one Wrath, but maybe I can cycle both Wraths. And plus, against Cthulhu's Chosen, the 4/2 Divine Shield, it's always nice. Okay, that's what I want to see. That's definitely cards I want to see. I need to start snowballing those threats now. Violet Teacher should be better with Fandral, or with Power of the Wild, if I'm going to cast other spells like Innervate, so... Violet Teacher, Innervate, Swipe, Power, during its a big board, forces a brawl.
What now?
I think my win condition in this matchup was like
Are you
constantly generating boards and catch him without an AoE at some point, and then having a Savage Roar.
Pay attention, class.
I'm ready to learn. I'm ready to learn. I'm ready to
I can't really like save this for later because this guy can just die, and also Ravaging Ghoul. It's not like I can play around Brawl by, you know, trying to just create like somewhat of a board and then Power of the Wall next turn if my board survives.
Cthulhu! For the wild.
I shall do as you say.
So next turn he has 7 mana. Stuff's coming out next turn, that's fine. Okay, so I have Swipe in my hand, and I have Spell Power. I'm not too scared of like a Shield Bear here, or Twin Imps, not too much. I still think it's better to save this Power of the Wall for when I get more value.
What now?
Probably saved his Brawl. We'll see, not sure, but I still have to test it at some points, how my deck works.
A symphony of terror begins.
I don't know if I want to commit both Fandral and Violet Teacher here. It is super powerful, force him to brawl. And at least, like, with that, I just probably don't trade. I just go face.
What to do?
I can also Violet Teacher, swipe for 5. Power of the Wild. That's still barely not good. I have to trade the 4/4 in. Trade a 5/5 in.
Time waits for no one. What to do?
Pay attention, class.
I'm ready to learn. I shall do as you say. I'm ready to learn.
I think this move is more powerful because I get an extra like 4/3 here, but it's a lot weaker to brawl. Even though I'm using my swipe here instead of Fandral, Hmm. This is more important to save than swipe, right?
Let the pain speak to me.
Use the ghoul. That's not a bad ghoul, but he didn't actually kill anything.
The land serves me.
I shall do as you say. I shall do as you say.
For the wild.
Instructions.
As soon as I lose board control, or even kind of like even, I'm probably going to Yogg in this matchup, because I'm in a race against time. I lose the fatigue. So, like, the moment I lose my board, even if his board is empty, I'm not really waiting till I'm behind, probably. With this hand, at least. I probably prefer to do another move, but let's say he clears the board and I don't have another move that would develop something that's not just Fandral, it's 2 weak alone. Then I'd probably just have to Yogg. Gonna be mostly saving Mulch for the Cthulhu. It's already at 12-12. Don't think I'll be able to kill it otherwise.
That was a mistake.
Ooh. $10 on board and then 11 here. Somewhat close to lethal.
What to do?
He didn't Ravaging Ghoul here either, huh? And he didn't Brawl. I think I'm just gonna play Fandral for tempo here. And just go all in. I don't even like trading for the 6/6 because I have Yogg. So we'll see what happens here. Like, I have more minions than he has, you know, clears. This is one and then this is another, but this takes damage. I don't think he has another Ravaging Ghoul, because of when I said last turn he didn't play it. If he brawls, I just hope he kills his own 6/6.
What now?
It's not worth wasting 6 damage there for that.
I wonder.
Like, this game, basically, I feel very much like he's trying to move my minions 1 by 1 without good AoE in his hand. So I just played a 5th minion here. Okay. Oh, he's dead!
Malfurion versus Thrall.
For Doomhammer, I must protect the wild.
$2 Nation from Cole Sawyer. What is your favorite Mario Kart item? If you say Blue Shell, I'm unsubbing. Also, Tuck Frump and Tuck Corsici fan subs. Now you're right, Toad Chat. Oh, okay. Haven't played Mario Kart for a bit. Let me think. I mostly like the fun items. I like the one that, because I'm bad at Mario Kart, I like the one that like automatically cruise controls you, you know? Like I'm usually not doing too well and then that stuff carries me. I like Hero Power here instead of Power of the World. I also like the plant in Mario Kart, the one that just automatically kills stuff close by you. This is very much a tempo matchup. That's why I'm playing Fandral here. That's why I could have even played Parallel. It's a 3-2. But the problem is then I don't get the kill as Healing Totem. I hope this doesn't actually get it killed. Probably not then. I think it would have died anyways. It's only Stormcrack that would get it killed. The reason why I attacked, another reason is if I Power the World here, I can kill a 0-2, especially if my guy survived. So trade Hero Power. I still have a lot of mana to spare here. Let's try to get a... probably a spell. Definitely a spell with spell power, huh? Might not even have to trade. Depends on how this goes. Looks like either Wisp or Force Nature. Trade. I like Force of Nature. Wisp is stronger, but not by that much. Yeah, I can play it this turn. Not sure. Technically, I could have just gotten the full board and left up the totem. I definitely think I get Wisp. I need to play it this turn. This is still 3/2/2s where I can still snowball with these cards.
What to do?
Gonna go for it here. Hope he doesn't have another storm. Didn't use the last turn. I'm not sure. The main thing here is if I power the Weld, I think I'm a little bit. I'm not sure. Actually, I miscalculated. For some reason, I thought he could Fire Elemental me next turn, but he can't because he was overloaded. Maybe I would have done it if I realized that, but I was thinking I was too weak to Fire Elemental. I just have all these 3/3s, and then Fire Elemental kills one. I'm already kind of losing on board, or too close to even, and...
Did you bring some fish?
Eight, 11, plus 12 is 23, plus 5 is 28. Okay, that's enough.
For the wild.
Got a fire donation from So1. Hi Strife, how fun is 2 Tracers in Overwatch? It is very fun. Tracer, my favorite hero right now. I think we played some, right? I was playing some Tracer. Thanks for the donation. I just hit level 56 today in Overwatch. It's my highest I've been. I think I placed at 56, then went down to 50 at some point, and then back to 56. Kind of like a average, slightly above average Overwatch player. Apparently it's done by the bell curve. So like purely mathematical. It's kind of weird that how they did that. Like normally you want to spread out your player base, but all of the people in Overwatch are like between 45 to 55 almost. Any plans to play some Tempo Dragon Warrior? Probably not for today. I'm thinking since we have a lot of ramp, we use Nourish to draw. I mean, we can also just play Nourish next turn and Wild Growth and then have Mercury. It's too weird though, right? We have so much mana and nothing to do with it. I feel like it's better to do it where we draw with Nourish and just use our ramp naturally. Looks like a Tempo Warrior. So I still like playing this over Wild Growth. Don't want to fall too far behind. This and Hero Power trades for that. If he axes, then he doesn't get to do some other plays.
Class.
I'm ready to learn.
I don't really think this board's surviving, but the other ones aren't too great. I mean, I can kill it. I don't think it's important to kill it with Moonfire. Most of the time I get clear here, so Gravagen will execute and things like that.
I shall do as you say.
I don't think I ever get a better swipe. Feral Rage is pretty good. Mulch is gonna be good on turn 8.
Armor made to fit.
Probably the best, one of the good Feral Rage targets. This one too. So Fandral could save, but either one I can save. I think I like this better just because curve. Because I can Fandral Nourish Wrath on the same turn next turn, whereas the other way I can't. Without Nourish in my hand, I probably have chose the other one. Since, yeah, I'm taking less damage the other way. Get the heal. I actually should have probably just punched in Wrath with Innervate and traded here.
I can wait no longer.
Nah, that has to be a misplay. Ooh, all these lights up.
Nothing but ash.
He's already used one execute. And plus I'm not dead if Grom hits me, so I think it's better just go face. Yeah, it should be better to hit with the Panther player and execute.
Victory or death. I must protect the wild.
I feel like if the meta was more stable here at these ranks, probably would keep Living Roots. Because if it's like 50% Cthulhu, 50% Dragon, I'd probably keep it for the Dragon. But meta seems pretty scattered right now. at lower rankings. So I don't really like that. I think I'm just gonna look for a spell immediately because my hand is so minion heavy right now. Just looking for ramp and innervates. None of them are good, right? Just look for something else later. Wisp's is high value card, but too hard to use against warrior with like Ravage and Ghoul, Brawl. I mean, Fandral is in every, like, it's in every deck right now, but they kind of changed, like, Druid got so many nerfs, right? Force Nature got nerfed, Keeper got nerfed, Ancient Lore got nerfed, so they had to print really strong Druid cards so Druid could keep up. Explain on Mulligan. I just mulligan everything for Innervate and Wealth Growth, pretty much. Just gonna not play it here, the Raven Idol, especially with Violet Teacher in my hand. No beta execute at all yet. Much rather use Ancient War, you know, after some of the bait, but I don't really have a good play here other than Ancient War. I definitely would be mostly aiming toward to play a non-Ancient War card here, but with this hand, probably going to be Ancient War. Don't keep Nourish. Probably no, not gonna keep Nourish, no. Not going first. Going second, I think I like keeping Nourish more if you already have an Innervate. Because if you want to ramp, it's hard to wait all the way to turn 5 to ramp. And if you're keeping Nourish for draw, then it's not, you shouldn't be keeping it, probably. I need to cycle with this Wrath. Still decided to keep Violet Teacher, because if I Violet Teacher, Wrath, Cycle, Hero Power, I'm just having only 3/5 and 1/1 on board. I'm not even clearing both ghouls, so it's super easy for him to kill my Violet Teacher with like a Slam or another Axe. Looks like this will be my Violet Teacher turn though. This kind of looks good now, we'll see. Pretty much forces a brawl here now. I'll go for minions, actually.
I'm ready to learn. I'm ready to learn.
Time waits for no one.
ready to learn.
Against Cthulhu Warrior, I think minions here is better because you want to generate threats on board.
What to do? I wonder.
Oh jeez.
Time waits for no one.
I shall do as you say. Do as you say.
For the wild.
I don't really want to make a Savage or value trade in this matchup that much.
The grand tournament.
I want to use that as more of a finisher.
Pay attention, class.
For the wild.
I shall do as you say.
I don't mind these being 1/1s. Probably gonna force out a brawl here, but I'm not too scared of the 1/1s because both ghouls have been used. So at least I'll never get Ravage and Gould here.
Do you have the artifact?
Looks like no brawl in his hand. See if we can do a lot of damage here. Well, I'm sure we can do something here. Savage is not going to be lethal. I'd rather generate this board with Cenarius. Why is it always on the left?
I shall do as you say. I shall do as you shall do as you say.
He's starting to run out of removal. Other than the brawls, which I'm super scared of, there's only one more shield slam, at least. 9, 14 plus 11.
I shall do as you say.
Malfurion versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine. I must protect the wild.
Some of these decks have been running no mulch with double Fell Rage. Could try that if you don't have mulch. Looks like a handlock probably. Turn on Limer's really good against handlock, just because the you build up so much damage, and it matters a lot in this matchup.
What to do?
I think I like the 2/2 here over anything if I do play Mire Keeper.
I wonder. Time waits for no one. The land serves me.
I don't think I have a great way to deal with like a Hellfire here, because if I don't play this and just, let's say, Hero Power Wrath with Ooze, just have 2/1/1s, you can coin out Twilight Drake, and I don't really have a way to play from behind too well like that. How much damage do I have? It's not lethal, right? 5, 6, plus 8, 14, 15, 16, 17. To be honest, at this hand, I think I just all in.
The land serves me. Feel my wrath.
Against Handlock. Because he didn't even Hellfire me last turn, he had a coin. Okay, that probably saves him. Five, 8, 9, 19 plus 4 is 23.
I wonder.
Wait. 5, 6, 8, 9. No, there's no way I kill him. There's no possible way I kill him. Let's hope for one more turn, no AoE.
Feel my wrath.
because he has a coin, if I just go all in, let's say I get him to 2 or 3 or 4, I didn't really count exactly, but I just get Reno'd, and then I just lose. So I don't think, I think I have a read that he doesn't have AoE. I don't have any read that he doesn't have Reno, and I know he has a coin. I don't think it makes sense for me to just, you know, instead of playing a minion here, to just go all in.
Shield for Argus.
I'm pretty sure it's lethal. 5, 6, 10, another 10, 18 plus 28 damage.
For the wild. Feel my wrath.
Malfurion versus Thrall.
For Doomhammer. I must protect the wild.
Yeah, dump all this. Nothing's that great. 2 innervates, but not really the one. Not really the type of hand I want with 2 innervates.
Charge roar! Get in there and fight, maggot!
Maybe that's the hand I want with 2 innervates. So innervate, teacher, innervate. Yeah, that's so good.
Pay attention, class.
I am ready to learn. I am ready to learn.
For the wild.
I am ready to learn.
This dies to 3 damage with Abusive. I could kill Abusive instead. I wouldn't be using Feral Rage, it'd be like hero powering it. Using Feral Rage gives me another dude. If it's like Lightning Bolt though, like Tunnel Trawl would still trade. Tunnel Trawl overloads with a lot of cards here. That's a good pickup. I might have to mulch this. I don't get the mulch Flame Wreath, but Swipe is almost a removal, and it's tempo-wise, because I have to trade 3 1/1s in here. Mulch gives me another 1/1. Yeah, I like mulching.
Instruction
I shall do as you
I should have 3 power left over to swipe. 'Cause I'm making such a strong tempo play here. And plus he can't Flame Wreath anyways. Not this turn. Nice top deck.
Pay attention, class.
shall do
Begin.
as you say. I shall do as you say.
Don't worry, loves. The cavalry's here.
I am ready to learn. I am ready to learn. I shall do as you say. I shall do as you say.
Instruction
begins.
Instruction begins.
Those who say, those who say.
Think it makes more sense to save a 1/1 in this matchup. No AoE. I mean, even if there was Lightning Storm, it would die anyways. A lot of times. 4, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Instruction begins. Instruction begins.
Those who shall, those who say.
Malfurion versus Valera.
Watch your back.
I must protect the wild.
I do like keeping Teacher against Rogue, because Rogue doesn't generally do that much early. It's nice to have like removal, like Wrath and Swipe eventually for a turn 3 and 4 plays. But I mean, if we have Wall Growth while Teacher, it's actually a perfect hand, right? All I need is Power the Wall, I guess. Definitely not Living Roots here. Living Roots better going first, at least you do more damage like this. Because at this point, if I would Living Roots, he just Hero Power kills it over 2 turns.
This guy's toast.
What to do?
Let's go and swipe. Probably Emperor next turn.
Thank you.
That belongs in a museum.
I need to save Wrath for cycle, probably. It's so important for me to get Power of the World here. This actually just looks like Veil Rage and kill it.
Pay attention, class.
For the wild.
And then just gonna go for it.
I'm ready to learn.
If only I could buff them a little bit, because now it's so weak to Fan Knives. But I mean, we have another bad teacher, hopefully eventually, or he just doesn't have it.
Many options.
Like, Wrath is so good in this matchup to kill 4 and 3 health minions, 4 with hero power with Fandral, but it feels like we just need cards, right? So this Wrath's probably gonna be a cycle. Oh, okay, no Fan Knives.
This guy's toast.
Two, three, four, five.
Pay attention, class.
I am ready.
So we draw first, then we can decide what we want with this.
I am ready to learn.
Savage Roar, that's so tempting. I can also get another Raven Idol immediately this turn, but then I can't hero power trade 2 of the 1/1s, so it's like making the 1/1s useless. I think I like Savage Roar.
For the wild,
Shall do as you say.
I wait for no one.
Yeah, because if I Raven Idol, I get another 1/1, but then I trade 2 1/1s, so it's like the same board. It's just, you know, I can get another spell. I think Savage Roar is very good though already, so. Plus, I didn't have mana immediately. Like, I can't immediately get something like Power of the Wild. Even if I discover it, it's too late, no mana.
Pay attention, class.
I am ready to learn.
Oh.
I am ready to learn.
Greedy? How greedy can we get? Let's greed it up. If we don't want a greedy Savage Roar here, but I think we can get a removal.
I am ready to learn.
There we go.
Instruction
I am
begins.
ready to learn.
Add what? Living Roots as removal. Wrath. This Power of the World. Well, I don't know if Power of the World's removal, but it's still good. I mean, regardless how this game goes, even if he pulls ahead of Yogg at this point.
The land serves me.
Do as you say.
I seen even the smallest board to stick. Double Savage Roar is so much damage. Probably 2 minions sticking, that's 6 damage each roar, is 12. If even 2 minions stick. Didn't play around Betrayal. Messed up.
For the wild.
Pay attention, class.
The land serves me. Job done.
I didn't play around Betrayal again, huh? I just can't think of that. Not in Constructed. I just never think about it. Okay. Did that to play around some of the secrets. Nothing proc, not counterspell, no barrier, nothing, no hunter secret on face, not from hero power. Freezing trap, snake trap, snipe, freezing snake snipe. I think. For mage, it's pretty open. Almost anything except counterspell. An ice barrier. Just gonna try to grind out a couple turns and then play Yogg if I can. Okay, looks like I have to play Yogg because I can't kill that. And no mulch yet. And not gonna troll for mulch. That's crazy.
My hand is too full. Time waits for no one.
Didn't kill it. Oh my god. Okay, well, at least I didn't rope out that. It duplicated my Yogg, I had to kill it. Looks like I'm dead, though. 16, attack Van Cleef. Wow, that's unfortunate. The Yogg, like, buffed his Van Cleef and made it do even more damage.